Hey y'all, it's me again. Just gonna go ahead and do is that good? Yeah, that's good. You can see me. Taurus for February 2023 readings. If you're new here, my name is Jaja. Um, I read tarot. I love tarot. I do it on myself every day. I This is a new format. Excuse me if it feels a little informal. This will be for anyone with a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. If this video resonates, please do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. It would help me out tremendously. Still trying to grow my channel over here. I am available for personal readings. You can find that on my About page. There is a link tree there where you can book with me. With that being said, today we're going to do a Celtic cross. I take the base cards all in the upright, and then we will clarify. It's just the gilded tarot. I've been obsessed with Sergio Marchetti, I think is his name. So yeah, both decks are by him. So we'll take the base cards only in the upright. We'll take the other cards, the clarifying cards, however they come. Okay. Cool beans. All right, Taurus, how have things been? It's been a minute since I was last here. But I'm back like I never left. I had to put a sweater on because it's getting a little chilly since it's kind of the sun's going down here. So hence the wrap. All right, Taurus. So let's see for 2020, February of 2023, what is coming up for you. Let's see. All right. All right. So to start, you have the Prince of Pentacles. Love to see it as your overall energy. Crossed by the Five of Pentacles. Your divine influence, listen, is the Sun. That is an amazing card to get as your divine influence. Your most recent past is Death. Your subconscious is the Hermit. Let me move some of these out. I'm going to push you back a little bit more. Okay, so you guys can kind of see. Still getting the hang of it. All right. Your outcome is the Three of Cups. Your environment is the Eight of Wands. Your attitude is the Nine of Cups. Your hopes and your fears is the King of Wands. And your future position is the Prince of Wands. Bottom of the deck, or what you don't see coming, is the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Judgment. We're just going to take all of that. Okay, we'll put this to the side. We'll look at that later. Okay, Taurus. You're working through some sort of hardship or trauma. It's interesting because the vibe I'm getting, this Hermit is very, very heavy. That's in your subconscious. The Hermit being in your subconscious is very much processing and trying to feel your way out of kind of a dark space. That's why he's holding this lantern. The lantern is also supposed to represent his inner light and his intuition that help him see in the dark, basically, like when he's in a dark space. It's pinging off of this Five of Pentacles, which is crossing your Prince of Pentacles. So I'm getting a sense, and like I said, this energy here is heavy. But all the other energy around it is like fiery and good. You have the Sun, Nine of Cups, King of Wands, Prince of Wands. Like it's almost as if Taurus, you're internally trying to process through something that either you felt left out in the cold with, or maybe you're having some sort of financial issues right now. With the Prince of Pentacles being underneath it, this is the Knight of Pentacles, right? And I always say, especially when someone tells me that they're trying to build something, I like to see the Prince of Pentacles there, because this is that day-to-day slow, action towards a larger goal, right? And it being underneath this Five of Pentacles tells me that you're trying to work your way through out of something right now, whether or not that was, the end of a relationship, or Five of Pentacles sometimes to me could be an abandonment wound. Or I'm also hearing, or you just suffer from depression, right? Like seasonal depression, especially here in the US, it's wintertime. And that's pretty standard, right? We get less sun a day. The new year can be very, very overwhelming for people. I know it is for me, right? So it could just be that, right? What I love though is your divine influence is the sun, which tells, this is spirit saying we got you, basically. And there's better times on the horizon. To be honest with you, it's your divine influence at this moment. So if anything, I feel like there's this dichotomy here between kind of what's going on internally for you, Taurus, versus what externally is happening. Because I feel like spirit is saying you have reasons to celebrate Three of Cups. You're standing in King of Wands energy, which is very like, this is a visionary leader. He's very passionate about what he does. He gets stuff done, right? He's very action oriented. The Prince of Wands also being your future position. This is a brave new beginning, right? Because this is the Knight of Wands. It's a brave new beginning. And I'm getting that there's a lot of newness here. There's a lot of newness and stuff to be happy for. And spirit is saying, they want you shining the light on the good things that are actually happening for you at this time, right? Instead of hyper focused on, like, because like I said, this hermit feels heavy, I'm not gonna lie. So it's almost giving me a sense of spirit saying, like, remember the light, okay? The light that's in his lantern. Your environment and attitude is interesting, because Eight of Wands is a lot of swift action, a lot of communication. Nine of Cups is, that's wish fulfillment. But what's interesting is when this Nine of Cups hit the table, I was hearing smug. Because like his face is very like I did something. Like, notice that I did something. Like, just, I don't know. I've never gotten that off of the Nine of Cups. I definitely want to clarify these two cards, because it's giving me, I'm not gonna lie, especially underneath this King of Wands, it's giving me ego, Taurus. So I don't know what this is, and it's definitely a huge contrast between what I'm feeling right here. And I don't know if that's like, how sometimes we overcompensate, where like we really internally feel like shit, but like to everyone else we're the life of the party, because we're trying to deflect from the fact that internally we're really going through something. That's kind of the back and forth that I'm feeling on this table. Is it's almost like spirit saying, like, there's no need to extra put on a brave face at this time, right? Honor your feelings, the here in your subconscious, and stand in your confidence, and know that there's, something else on the other side of this. But I'm getting this almost like, he keeps saying control your impulses. I don't know what that is, Taurus. Maybe you do. Okay. Again, love to see your hopes and your fears of the King of Wands, and and your outcome of the Prince of Wands. Again, this is more action, more movement. Yeah, and this, what you don't see coming, is interesting. I'm gonna start clarifying, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Taurus. I feel like there's a storyline here around a relationship. And almost like, and they're showing me the sun, like how the sun is a spotlight. I'm getting this, like, I don't know if a partner or a friend or a or business, like a coworker or something, like brought to your attention something that you weren't necessarily ready to digest about yourself. You know how sometimes you, in interacting with people, they mirror back to you something that you're like, whoa, I did not know that that was there. Like, I'm getting that, where it was like there was someone shined a light on something and your brain is still chewing on it, is what I'm getting. But I mean, judgment and the Hierophant, like it was you're having some sort of awakening around it. This is some sort of spiritual lesson. But the Seven of Pentacles at the end of this is like you're really, really thinking about whatever this is. So let's see. That's too many, Spirit. Let's see. I want to get something on. They are really talkative with you. Hold on. All of these are backwards. What is going on, Spirit? Okay, clarifying the Five of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. Like, I don't know if you're experiencing financial issues right now, or you're just overall feeling off balance. I mean, because the King of Pentacles would be your card, because it's an earth-based court card, right? And so whenever I like get you as a court card in the reverse, I mean, it could mean, you're struggling financially, but it also could mean that you just don't feel like yourself at this time. And I'm getting that with this Hermit in your subconscious as well. Spirit, is there anything else you want to give me on this Five of Pentacles? The High Priestess in the reverse. Are my cards in the reverse? No. And the Page of Wands. It's like you're holding on to a thought process, a way of being. Because the High Priestess in the reverse for me is like, the secret is out about something. Like, because the High Priestess upright is like very secretive. Um, it's also like not listening to your intuition. So, and next to this Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is a new beginning, right? It's another card about a new beginning. It's almost as if your current energy, Taurus, is very hesitant, very internal. You do eventually get to this fiery, like I said, off to the races, like in your outcome, and you're celebrating in your future position. But I just feel like right now is a little heavy for you. Spirit, is there something that you can give me on the Sun card, the Ace of Cups? Love to see it. Anything else on this Sun card? And the Three of Swords, yeah. King of Cups. Okay, now there's hella kings here. Like, let's just start there. I don't know. Taurus, 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 Taurus. I will say this King of Cups does not feel like your energy. It feels like another person. Whereas the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands to me felt like aspects of you, right? Um, this King of Cups doesn't. Again, it feels like another person, an outside person. Ace of Cups reverse, Three of Swords. It either this person broke your heart, or like I'm getting this sense of like a relationship that there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of holding emotions back. There's a lot of like tit for tat. This like smugness. They keep showing me this guy's face, right? A lot of communication, of like two people just being in their ego. And with the sun and the ace of cups in the reverse, it's like spirit saying like, we've already shown you that whatever this situation is, it's not for you. It's not like ace of cups in reverse for me is it's not love. It's not requited love, right? Especially next to the three of swords. Um, and so it's almost as if you're going through an exercise, like you're going through a cycle with someone, or you were, because they just showed me the death card. You went through a cycle with someone multiple times that like is I almost get like it's like you don't know it's over. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm feeling. Like remember I said this energy right here is like super heavy compared to what's happening outside, right? Like that's what I'm getting, Taurus, is it's like I don't think you've realized because death is in your past position. Like, so I don't know if you and this person are still going through it, but spirit is adamant, like it's done, it's over with. They want you more focused on the future. They want you future looking. They do not want you, you know, ruminating over whatever it was, because I also get this feeling that whatever this situation was this last time, it again showed you a piece of yourself that you maybe weren't ready to look at. And so that's why we have the five of swords here. Like this five of swords is pinging off of this nine of cups, which is it's a very, very interesting energetic feeling, I'm not going to lie to you. Give me 1 second. Spirit, can I get something on this nine of cups, please? Because I've never noticed this man's face like that. And all right, we got the ace of wand and the fool. Right? Like ace of wand and the fool is like getting the fuck on. So why am I feeling like Spirit, can you give me something on the hermit, please? Ten of cups. Nine of cups reverse now. Wheel of fortune reverse. And the nine of wands. Yeah, you're processing through some stuff. Ten of cups, nine of cups in the reverse now. Wheel of fortune in the reverse. Nine of wands. Like you're hopeful, but you're hesitant. I really feel like financially that things may not be going great right now. And you're looking for your 10 of cups. You're looking for emotional fulfillment. And I think you're finally starting to realize, Taurus, that emotional fulfillment is going to come from yourself. Because now what they're pointing out to me is like how solo this side is. Like it's one man in the nine of cups. It's the king of wands by himself, the prince of wands by himself, the fool by himself. And there's no gender in tarot. So, take it as it resonates for my divine feminines out there. And I think that's what that hesitation is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just getting like a I'm not quite ready to step out on my own. I'm not quite ready to take that leap of faith. I'm not quite like, even though what you left in the past was traumatic, it feels like with this hermit and the wheel of fortune reverse, nine of cups reverse feels traumatic. I'm not gonna lie to you. And so let's check your outcome. Let's see. Ooh. Got the hangman, the page of cups, and the three of wands reverse. Spirit is asking you, and you get there because this is your outcome, right, Taurus? But they're asking you to give that cup of love back to yourself, to sacrifice the, remember I was saying someone who's like internally going through it but extra externally to everyone else, like almost overcompensating, right? Like over partying or like just doing too much, trying to convince people that they're happy, right? I feel like spirit is saying cut that shit out. They want you more focused on you, right? And if you're hurting right now, then honor that you're hurting. If you're sad and you don't want to do anything, then honor that you're sad and you don't want to do anything. Um, if you're afraid of taking a leap of faith, like here's the thing about fear. A lot of times, what we if you kind of follow the fear path, right? Like, okay, what is the absolute worst outcome of it all? And it's like, oh, I end up by myself with no children and no significant other, whatever, I die alone. Like, okay, first of all, I have family, I have friends, I'm not going to die alone. Right. Second off, families are expensive. So you think of how much money and how much traveling you can do, if right. So it's like, if you follow the fear path down to what the worst case scenario is, sometimes it's not that bad, right? It's just we ourselves, through our anxiety, kind of ruminate on something um that isn't based in reality. And that's what I'm getting here, is it's like, and you get there, Taurus, you definitely get there. But like I said, right now the current energy is really, really heavy. And I think spirit just wants you more focused on loving yourself, putting yourself first, cutting out the, like, whatever this past situation was that you're leaving in the past, like leave it there, right? Like go no contact with this person. um and I feel like you're going to continue with the Hierophant and the Judgment card. You're going to continue throughout this month to have some major awakenings about yourself, but that this is the period that you're in right now, right? Which is where you're learning more about yourself, you're accepting yourself for who you are, and that's growth, right? I mean, the Hierophant is spiritual and emotional and physical growth for me, right? That's what he represents. So I yeah, overall, Taurus, I just feel like there's a little bit more shadow work this month, but like I said, you have the Three of Cups and the Prince of Wands as your outcome. So by the end of this month, you're definitely in a way better mental space. It's just right now um, processing, right? All right, let's go ahead and let's see what. Yeah, we'll do the trying to figure out what oracle cards I want to pull for you, Taurus. We'll just do what I was doing, which is the Egyptian god oracles and the ancestor oracles. So yeah, let's see what your ancestors have to say about all the thinking and processing that you're doing at this time. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Okay. So your ancestor card is Innocence. Oh, that's adorable. I've never gotten this one, so let's see what this one is. Innocence. The archetypal ancestor, this archetypal ancestor exemplifies a purity of spirit, uncontaminated by worldly ills and woes, driven by amicable curiosity and guilelessness. The innocent is childlike in their quest to experience the world and all of its wonder and beauty. They focus on what's immediately before them, wide eyed and willing to taste, touch, and feel the flow of whatever life presents. This also implies a vulnerability, one that has its risks to which we are typically oblivious, yet instinctively reminded of whenever the sharp thorns of the rose bush are grazed. Even in the experiences of comforting the dark shadows of the world, the innocent is able to quickly recover and allow the return to a view of wonder and awe, unscathed by temporary suffering. An infant carries this purity to a great degree, yet as they become enveloped and buffed, hold on, by the forces of the world, they develop adaptations that will serve their ability to survive, forcing necessary compromises to this purity in the process. When life has been fully lived on into maturity, the wisdom that is gained can be a gateway for the return to innocence. Approach a troubling situation with the fearlessness, openness, and vulnerability that are hallmarks of innocence, accompanied by the hard earned wisdom resulting from simply living your life. Coming through periods of suffering and loss that are an inherent part of life, you've learned your lesson and found your way into a profound appreciation of a greater depth and meaning as to what life is all about. You have come full circle, and now you have available to you both of these qualities operating in a synergistic balance, available to be called upon as needed. Cast off the shred of doubt. Open your heart, speak your truth, and allow wisdom to be the inner elder that sits at the same table as innocent. As you heed this message you receive from both, you'll find that you're able to navigate through life with much greater ease. I love that. I'm actually going to leave that right here, Taurus, because I think that that was spot on to what we were talking about, pushing through temporary suffering and hardships because what's on the other side is beautiful and it's new. Innocent is right in line with the feelings of the Fool and the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands that I saw there, and that Three of Cups. Like you're like right there, Taurus, like just right there on the other side of whatever this is that you're going through, and you will be happy and successful. You had the Sun card. The Sun card is the most happy deck and the most happy card in the deck. All right. If this video resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the new setup. This is going to be it for right now because yeah, I don't have the emotional capacity to do a full on like setting up the camera. So your feedback is much appreciated. And I will check back in with you in a couple days. All right, Taurus, have a good day. Bye.